All right, today the movie is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, released on June 30th, 1971. Welcome to Brandon at Random Reviews, covering one unsystematically chosen movie at a time, based on the novel Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl, directed by Mel Stewart. For the cast, we have Gene Wilder as Willy Wonka, Jack Albertson as Grandpa Joe, and Peter Ostrom as Charlie Bucket. For the plot synopsis, an impoverished boy wins a trip to tour a famous chocolate manufacturer along with four other children while being constantly manipulated by his con man grandfather. Alright everyone, let's just dive right into this motherfucking movie. This flick was a childhood staple for a lot of people my age and older. It honestly has a lot of great humor. The chocolate manufacturer Willy Wonka creates a contest where he puts 5 golden tickets in random chocolate bars that give people a free tour of his factory. Of course, there are a strange range of children who win the contest along with Charlie, who has 4 supposedly bedridden grandparents to take care of at home. His mom works her ass off washing clothes in a giant tub to also help support these grandparents because her husband / Charlie's dad passed away a long time ago. They literally eat cabbage water nightly because they can't afford any more than that and are appalled when Charlie buys a loaf of bread that he brings home to them because it's so unbelievable that he could justify that expense. But when Charlie reveals that he unexpectedly found a golden ticket in his chocolate bar and is allowed to bring a +1 on his factory tour, Grandpa Joe, who had previously not set his feet on the ground for 20 years, we're to believe, miraculously figured out he still knew how to walk. Not only does he know how to walk well enough to convince Charlie to bring him to the chocolate factory, but he literally breaks out into a fucking song and dance number, and no one questions his motives at all. And if you watch this through the lens of Grandpa Joe being a con man, you notice things you never spotted before and see that Joe clearly has a deceitful background, including saying that it doesn't matter how Charlie got the loaf of bread he brought home and that he has it and that's all that matters, which is, just typical of a con artist. There's actually a subreddit called Grandpa Joe Hate that is full of numerous observations from this film regarding Charlie's grandfather's questionable behavior. And I feel like I really shined a light on this issue way back when with a Facebook status criticizing his selfishness, pointing out that Charlie should have invited his mother to come with him. Anywho, the other children who got golden tickets include Augustus Gloop, Veruca Salt, Violet Beauregard, and Mike TV. This movie has a bright premise, but delivers on several dark and bizarre elements throughout, including a potentially traumatizing Willy Wonka boat ride through a tunnel that includes imagery of chickens being beheaded and an eerie song sung by Gene Wilder himself. Honestly, most of the songs featured in this musical are delightful. So many memorable tunes full of spirit that send viewers into a whirlwind of wonder. This movie manages to captivate its audience with great humor, imagination, bizarre but enjoyable characters, and a number of other terrific elements to help keep your attention. Alright, on to ratings. IMDb 7.8. Letterboxd 3.8, Rotten Tomato Critics score 92%, Rotten Tomato Audience score 87%. Personal rating 4.5 out of 5 stars. Like I said, this is the childhood favorite. I love the silly humor of what all of these grown-ass adults are willing to prioritize a trip to a chocolate factory over in the beginning, as well as all the other hilarious characters while they're actually doing the tour. There's a lot of imagination at play in this story, and everything is so fucking silly. It's still great to revisit years later. I still find it very amusing. Alright everyone, thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Bye now.